Have you ever pondered how the Second World War shaped the world we live in today? As we journey back to the 1940s, we find Europe ensnared in the throes of war, a dark period marked by the terrifying Blitz unleashed upon Britain. The Blitz, a relentless bombing campaign masterminded by Nazi Germany, descended like a storm, wreaking havoc on British cities. Day after day, night after night, the skies rained down destruction, transforming bustling metropolises into landscapes of rubble and ruin. Yet, as the buildings crumbled, something remarkable emerged from the wreckage. In the face of such adversity, the indomitable spirit of the British people shone through. Families huddled together in air raid shelters, their hearts echoing with the rhythm of falling bombs, yet fear failed to conquer their resolve. The echoes of explosions were answered with songs of resilience, with laughter and stories shared in the flickering candlelight. The spirit of unity, the warmth of shared humanity, became their shield against the storm raging outside. Children, with their innocent eyes wide and full of wonder, turned the grim reality into a game of courage. They collected shrapnel as trophies, their youthful laughter piercing through the gloom. Their mothers, fathers, siblings and friends held on to each other, their love a beacon of hope amidst the devastation. Heroes emerged from the unlikeliest of places. From the firefighters battling the infernos ignited by the bombs, to the nurses tending the wounded with unwavering dedication. From the volunteers serving at the shelters, to the ordinary citizens offering comfort to their neighbours, the Blitz revealed the extraordinary strength of ordinary people. In the grim shadow of war, Britain stood firm, its people refusing to bow to the terror of the Blitz. They defied the darkness with their resilience, their unity, and their unyielding spirit. The bombs may have shattered their cities, but they failed to shatter the spirit of the British people. Despite the darkness, the spirit of the British people never faltered, holding on to hope amidst the ruins. As we remember the Blitz, we honour their courage, their sacrifice, and their enduring resilience. Their story is a testament to the power of hope and the indomitable strength of the human spirit. As Europe was gripped by war, a pivotal moment was on the horizon. The 6th day of June 1944 dawned with an audacious plan underway. It was the largest amphibious invasion in history, known universally as D-Day. The Allied forces, comprising of soldiers from the United States, Great Britain and Canada, among others, prepared to storm the beaches of Normandy. This operation of immense scale and complexity was the result of meticulous planning, precise coordination, and countless hours of training. The goal? To liberate Western Europe from the clutches of Nazi occupation. The invasion was a daring gamble, a high-stakes play that relied heavily on the element of surprise, strategic deception, and the sheer courage of the men involved. As the landing craft approached the French coast, the air buzzed with a potent mix of anticipation and apprehension. The beaches, codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword, would soon become the stage for a battle that would ultimately change the course of the war. On the ground, soldiers faced a maelstrom of gunfire and artillery shells, their bravery tested against the formidable German defences. But they pressed on, inch by bloody inch, driven by a sense of duty and the hope of victory. Caught in the crossfire were the civilians, the ordinary men, women and children, whose lives were irrevocably changed that day. Their stories of resilience amidst the chaos of war are a reminder of the human capacity to endure even the harshest of circumstances. By end of the day, despite heavy casualties, the Allies had secured a foothold on the French soil. It was a hard-fought victory, a glimmer of light in the darkest of times. D-Day marked the beginning of the end for Hitler's regime, a turning point in the war that rekindled hope for a free Europe. It was a testament to the courage and determination of those who fought, and the resilience of those who survived. As we look back on this pivotal day in history, let's remember their sacrifice and honour their legacy. In the midst of war, humanity witnessed its darkest hour. Amid the chaos and devastation of the Second World War, the Holocaust emerged as a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty. The Holocaust was a systematic, state-sponsored genocide orchestrated by Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler, which claimed the lives of 6 million Jews. This heinous act of brutality was not limited to Jews alone. Millions of other innocent people, including the disabled, Romani people, political dissidents, and others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime, were also targeted. They were rounded up from their homes, separated from their families, and sent to concentration camps, where they endured unspeakable horrors. Survivors of these camps tell stories of life in conditions that defy comprehension. Tales of starvation, forced labor, and relentless cruelty paint a picture of a reality so bleak it's hard to imagine. Yet it's crucial that we do imagine, that we listen, and that we remember. Survivor Elie Wiesel, who was just 15 when he was sent to Auschwitz, wrote of his experiences in his memoir, Night. He spoke of the dehumanization, the loss of his family, and the struggle to maintain hope amidst such darkness. Elie's story, like those of many other survivors, stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of such unimaginable adversity. Then there's the story of Anne Frank, a young girl who documented her life in hiding in her now famous diary. Anne's words, penned while she and her family hid from the Nazis in a secret annex in Amsterdam, provide a hauntingly personal insight into the fear and uncertainty experienced by those targeted by the Holocaust. The Holocaust serves as a stark reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink, a solemn pledge to never forget. These stories of survival, of resilience and of loss are not just a part of our history, they are warnings and lessons for our present and our future. They remind us of what can happen when hate goes unchecked and of our collective responsibility to stand against such darkness. While Europe was embroiled in conflict, a brutal war was waged in the Pacific. On this vast oceanic stage, the Allied forces locked horns with the Empire of Japan. This was the Pacific Theatre, a unique and brutal front of the Second World War, characterized by island-hopping campaigns and naval warfare. The struggle in the Pacific was not merely a clash of military might, but also a test of human endurance. Battles raged across remote islands, many of which had previously known little of war. From the dense jungles of Guadalcanal to the volcanic sands of Iwo Jima, soldiers confronted not only enemy fire, but also harsh and unfamiliar terrains. Naval warfare, too, played a pivotal role. The Battle of Midway, fought entirely at sea, was a turning point. It saw the Allied forces, particularly the United States, inflict a decisive blow against the Japanese fleet, shifting the balance of power in the Pacific. But beyond the grand strategies and epic battles, the Pacific Theatre was about the individuals who faced these extraordinary circumstances with courage and resolve. There were soldiers like Private First Class Jacqueline H. Lucas, who, at just 17, threw himself onto 2 grenades to protect his comrades during the Battle of Iwo Jima. Miraculously, he survived and later received the Medal of Honor. Civilians, too, displayed remarkable bravery. In the Philippines, for instance, resistance groups comprised of ordinary citizens risked their lives to aid Allied prisoners of war and gather intelligence. Their contributions, often overlooked, were crucial to the war effort. The war in the Pacific was marked by ferocity and sacrifice, resilience and bravery. It was a theatre of war where victory was hard fought and every inch of ground gained was paid for in blood. The Pacific Theatre was a testament to the courage and resilience of those who fought against all odds, a chapter of the war that must not be forgotten. As the world emerged from the shadow of war, it was time to rebuild and remember. The echoes of the guns fell silent, the smoke cleared, and victory was declared. Yet this victory was not without a tremendous cost. The Second World War, a conflict that spanned 6 years and engulfed the globe, had left deep scars. Millions of lives were lost, countless families torn asunder, cities reduced to rubble, and nations brought to their knees. But amidst the ruins, the spirit of humanity shone bright. It was a moment of collective relief and profound reflection. The world was left to pick up the pieces, to mend the wounds, and to restore the broken cities. It was a Herculean task, but one that was met with unwavering determination and resilience. Societies were rebuilt, nations reconciled, and the fallen were mourned. Monuments were erected, stories were shared, and names were etched in stone. Each name, a symbol of sacrifice and a testament to the bravery of those who laid down their lives in the fight for freedom. The importance of remembrance cannot be overstated. Remembering is not merely an act of looking back, but a pledge to carry forward the lessons learned, to honor the sacrifices made and to ensure that such a conflict never occurs again. The stories of those who lived, fought, and died in the Second World War are not just chapters in a history book. They are the threads that weave the fabric of our shared humanity. And so, as we reflect on the legacy of the Second World War, we do so with a sense of reverence and responsibility. We owe it to the fallen to remember their courage, to honor their sacrifice, and to strive for a world where peace prevails over conflict and hatred. The legacy of the Second World War is one of resilience, sacrifice, and the enduring hope for a world where peace prevails over conflict and hatred.